Hi, did you know that threatened species live at this bushcare site in Sydney's inner west? Do you know which natives grow here really well? It's an underground site, but also it's an under-bridge site, which you can see there, and it's an under-pipe site, if that's the word. You can see the pipe behind me, which kind of implies that you are unlikely to see the red carpet rolled out here. At this site, the volunteers have been busily rolling out the green carpet, which, unlike the red carpet, is important in its own right. It's not about who walks on it, because, walking on it, it's not going to be very good for the green carpet. So in this video, I want to show you some native ground covers, that's the green carpet, some native shrubs and native trees. We will speak with Adam, the bushcare officer, and he'll explain what is quite unique to this site and what are the differences between this site and the Richard Murden Reserve, which is only 2 kilometers down the road. Hi, I'm Jan from sustainablebutterflies.com.au. We are on a mission to make Australian educational and care organizations sustainable, frugal, and improve their footprint. The link to our website is in the description below. Alright, so now I'm here with Adam, the bushcare officer, and I'm interested, firstly, before we get to the actual ground covers, shrubs and trees, what is different between this site at Cadigal Reserve and the Richard Murden Reserve we visited 3 months ago?
Yeah, there is a big difference, Jan. In the previous video, we looked at Richard Murden Reserve, which was it's a floodplain forest vegetation community. It's very close to the canal, and the actual ground there is influenced by the tidal waters, saline waters coming in from the estuary. We plant a lot of plants that are tolerant of those kind of low oxygen, high moisture contents in the soil. Up here, we're further up in the catchment. We're up into the sandstone outcrop kind of area. We've got a large stand of turpentines at the back behind us, so we're looking at Turpentine Ironbark Forest. We also do plant Sydney sandstone community plants in this area, so we do use a little bit of a mix because this area would have been a transitional area between Sydney Turpentine Ironbark Forest and Sydney sandstone community.
Okay, that's fantastic. Now, I mentioned in the beginning that the volunteers have been rolling out the green carpet, which is actually almost a green carpet, which is just behind us, and people can see the beautiful green carpet in the background. Now, can you name some native ground covers for this area?
Yeah, Jan, this is a fantastic area for ground covers. It's really got a good comprehensive coverage of ground covers, and they're really important for excluding the non-native plants. At this site, we do have a lot of weedy grass called Earharta. To compete against that, we do have a plant called Dichondra pens. So that's got a round leaf, and it's a really nice little ground cover that really does just totally carpet an area. But mixed in this area behind us, where it's predominantly Dichondra, you also do have some Aplismanus or basket grass coming through, which is a good competitor against the weeds. And then we also have Commelina coming through as well. That's another native ground cover that's quite good for suppressing weeds. And it leads all the way back to where we've got the native grasses just growing in that sunnier position at the back. There's Microlina growing up there. So all these native ground covers, or the green carpet, that provides the opportunity for some of the native grasses to get established and start rolling into the site.
Okay, that's fantastic, and I absolutely love the green carpet because it's actually about the carpet. It's not like the red carpet where it's about who's walking on the carpet. So, alright, no worries. Now, from the grounds up, so I'm interested, Adam, what would be some shrubs that are suitable native to this area?
Yeah, Jan, there's loads of little shrubs that we put in here for the small birds. Get the small shrub layer. This one that we've got here is Melaleuca Hypolicifolia. It's a great little Sydney sandstone shrub, so we use those quite a lot. Another one would be Indigofra Astralis, is one that we use quite a lot. It's a nice little shrub with a purple flower. So they give get a bit of complexity to the vegetation structure, and a lot of little niches for the small birds and things like that to hide from the larger predators.
Beautiful, thanks for that. Okay, finally, we spoke about some ground covers, shrubs, but now what about some trees? Are there any trees native to this Sydney Ironbark habitat as opposed to Sydney Floodplain Forest habitat?
Yeah, hi Jan. There are some really nice examples of some trees up here that are from this vegetation community. The vegetation community is called Sydney Turpentine Ironbark Forest, and we have here, this is a turpentine behind me, great big plant that grows in right on the edge. This is the edge of its range. We're getting quite close to the creek. The turpentine ironbark forest would have been behind me, which is, as you can see now, houses. These type of trees wouldn't do well down at Richard Murden Reserve. The ground is too waterlogged and damp. They like a dry soil, a free draining soil on Sydney sandstone, so they're doing quite well up here. The other one is Eucalyptus Paniculata, which is the grey ironbark. So it's the turpentine ironbark community, and they're the two main canopy species in our community, and we've got them both growing down here at Cadigal Reserve.
In the beginning, I mentioned that threatened species actually live in this heavily urbanized and quite populated urban area. Now, what's the story with the threatened species?
Yeah, Jan, we're quite lucky at this bushcare site. We do have a large bentwing roost here. They used to be called eastern bentwing bats. They're the little micro bats. They're not like flying foxes, the great big ones. They're tiny little ones like that. It's quite a big deal. This is the only threatened species that we have resident in the LGA. We do have migratory birds that come through from time to time, but this is a species that lives here for most of the year. During the warmer months, they will travel up to the Southern Highlands and the back of the Blue Mountains to the maternity caves, but the rest of the year they live here, probably some 10 months of the year. It's a really good indicator that things are doing quite well down here, and we've provided them with some habitat and with some food sources through the plants and that we're providing for the bats.
Fun. Well, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. We are Sustainable Butterflies going to tell you. And who are we doing this for? For the environment, future generations, plants, animals, including butterflies. Have a great day.